I cannot believe you just went there. Sweet.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Virtual Riot, and today we're gonna make a bass sound from scratch. So instead of me showing you a project file and a bass sound I have almost no memory of making, we'll go through this step by step and you can see every single thing I do. So we'll just start from an init patch. We might even make our own wavetable, why not? Let's take something, I don't know, something from Splice, like a, I don't know, weird glitchy sound I recently downloaded. These are all kinds of random Splice sounds I found rather useful. That one could be cool. So just drag it and drop it into this little window here. So I explained how all these work in my 1 hour Serum video, so I'm not going to do that now. This might take a while. There's just different import methods here. I'm just going to go on normal. And let's see what that did. Sick! That's already pretty good, actually. So as you can hear, this is very chunky. So if I skip from frame to frame, you can hear how it like, yeah, there's no transitions. So first of all, I'm going to delete all the empty frames back here. So remove selector till end. Now we only got 34 frames. And to make this sound a little nicer, we are gonna first of all X-fade the edges, so it's not gonna sound weird and clippy, and normalize them all, and then morph with, I like crossfade a little bit more than spectral actually. I think it sounds a little bit better. I don't know why. So nice, now we got a wavetable. That was easy. So one of my favorite things to do is, while I modulate the level with just normal up and down LFO, I go through the wavetable from one side to the other. So this LFO could be at the same speed, but could have a ramp up or ramp down shape. So it's going to be scanning through the wavetable, and then I'll look for sweet spots that sound good. Why not that? That's not bad. To get more of a 1, 2, 1, 2 feeling, we could now half the speed of the second LFO, so we get so already 2 different versions of this bass there, and this is only the wavetable, so we haven't even touched the effects yet. Next up, I might just choose the HP12 filter because it is a classic, and just use the same LFO1 for this, just to get a little bit of low-end swampiness in there, and the classic effect of some OTT, some hyper. I recently started actually because I like the very detuned, messy rhythm basses to use as many voices as I can in here and turn the detune and the rate all the way up. So this is what the hyper would add, and then modulate the mix with LFO1. So we still have the clarity of the single voice oscillator plus the added messiness from the effects. I think that's really cool, especially to get a mono sound rather wide. You can do the same thing with the chorus in here as well. So I'll turn the hyper off and we just listen to the chorus. So I'll take off the low pass filter. So I would turn the rate to be really fast until it's just a detuned mess. And then do the same thing, mix this in slightly for additional width. So that's already pretty cool. This is missing a sub. There we go, that's better. Maybe even just for good measure, some white noise. Let's do that. Little thing I like to do here all the time is, I don't know how to change from the LFO applyment, how it's being applied from, as you can see, unipolar or bipolar. I know how to change them, but I don't know how to do it once in the moment you drag it over. So what I want here is I don't want the level to go from 0 to 100 over here, but I actually want the middle of the knob to be the middle of the whole LFO range. So I'll go into the matrix, LFO1, modulating the noise level, just click this little arrow and it goes bipolar. So now it looks like that. And if I move it all the way down, the noise is actually only coming in the upper half of this LFO. making it a little bit more percussive, a little less messy. All right. A really cool thing you can do with the delay here is add a bit of a eighth note slapback thing, sort of. So feedback all the way down. Let's link and put the BPM to like 1/8. So with the feedback down, you only get one little echo. So that's kind of cool for a swampy, rhythmy delay tail. And then just add the fat rack, and it should sound good. Let's see. Nice. So no, what this is it's a little effects chain I made that is just a combination of a bunch of saturators in a row with OTT at the end, and this macro just turns them all up a tiny bit. So it's kind of a mixture of OTT and sausage fattener. So without it, and then I'll slowly mix it in. Just makes it denser and louder, and we all know that is always better. This sounds a little harsh from all the harsh overtones in the wavetable. So let's actually do some nice EQing on this. So all the annoying stuff in the high end is usually around 3 kilohertz. Let's have a listen. Yeah, that shit is not good. Let's get rid of that. That is a lot better. Some more high end to make up for it. And then there's also the muddy part around like 100 hertz. So you don't want too much going on there because that is where a kick and snare are gonna sit. Speaking of, let's add a kick and a snare. I'm just gonna take a loop from my sample pack here and add a quick sidechain MIDI trigger. So here we go. Amazing. And let's just hit a note, preferably F. Oh no, let's do E. We've been hitting E all the time. Let's keep it at that. All right, and let's adjust the rhythm from LFO1 a little bit. Why does it sound like it's not 100% quiet here? Oh, that's kind of nice. Let's start playing with a wavetable position. Maybe even more movement. Or back to that idea from the beginning with LFO2 being at half the speed. That's not bad. Maybe even stereo, so with unison. That's kind of nice, but maybe not. Maybe not this time. I like that. Okay, for extra metallic rhythmness, we are gonna add the second Serum filter as a positive comp or negative comp filter. Let's see. And turn the resonance pretty far up. So at a low cutoff, it's gonna sound like. So let's, oh, that sounds nice. But to keep this from ringing out too long, we can modulate the resonance with LFO1. So it's all nice and tidy. If you want some of the decay, you can keep it kinda open. And now for maximum wink wonkiness, another LFO at 1/2, changing the position of the cutoff of the comp filter. Nice. Maybe even make this move just like a saw down. Cool. And just by swiping through the wavetable, you already have like 5 different basses just from this. So I hope this was easy to understand. I hope you learned something. Maybe you worked along on your laptop during the video, and I hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day.
Wow, I'm so glad I liked and subscribed to Disciple. You guys, make sure you like and subscribe for content just like this. I can't even, this is incredible. This is amazing, absolutely.